Hello everyone. This video will be a response to one of my subscribers by the name of Matt Biondi. I don't know if I say that right, Matt Biondi, and this is a question about a certain construction in Japanese. Okay, and yeah, this is a pretty difficult construction, especially for beginners. So I will explain it to you, and I will show you examples on how to use it. So you asked me about the yo tomo imasu. I'll write it up here. Okay, so you asked me about yo tomo imasu. So this construction is pretty, like I said, it's difficult for a beginner. But let me see if I can show you some examples so you can understand. So I think I've talked about this book before. This is the Kanzen Masters. It's like a level 3 for Japanese. They have like, it's basically grammar. That's all it is. So I will recommend this book. It's really good. So they have like charts in here, and they show you how certain things are put together and whatnot. So yeah. So this yo tomoimasu, what happens is, and you said could you use ikiyo tomoimasu. So it doesn't work like that. Actually, this was one of the constructions that I had problems with when I first started learning it. I wasn't sure if I could say ikiyo and tabere yo. I wasn't used to it. So there's a pattern, okay? And if you didn't know, it's like thinking about doing something. Like you use ikiyo tomoimasu, which is not the right way, but if you like using this ikiyo tomoimasu, it means like you're thinking about going. Like you say Nihon ni ikiyo to omotteimasu. Like I'm thinking about going to Japan, but it's not ikiyo tomoimasu. It's not ikiyo. That's not the right construction I'm going to show you here. So that's what this yo to omo is. It's like you're thinking about doing something. Okay. So what I have here is a small chart. Pretty simple. Okay, so if you look at the endings of all these verbs here, what's going to happen? Let's start with the first one. Okay, so u. Okay, it turns into a o. Okay, so if the let's see. So any verb ending with a u, like walao means to laugh. If it ends with a u, it's going to turn into a, like you drop off the u and add o, and then the u, like it'll be walao, walao, it'll be walao. So just take the u, drop it off and add the o, and then the u. As you wrote here, as you can see, because you have this airplane. Okay, because you have this here, this yo. Like, let's look at this before we connect the to. So yo to omoimasu. All right. So you want to keep this u. Okay. So that's why I said the u, like walao. I don't have any space. Like you have this word here, walao. This means to laugh, walao. When you want to use this construction, like I'm thinking about laughing, the u here is going to drop off, and you're going to add, the u becomes o here, and then you're going to keep the u, so it'll be walao, right? So you're going to drop off the u and it becomes o. All right. Now, if it ends with the ku, the ku turns into a ko, so it'll become ko. Okay. And I think I have a word here I used. Example. use this kaku here. Kaku, that means to write. Kaku, okay? And if you want to use that construction, like I told you, ku becomes ko. You see that? Kaku becomes kako. So it's kako, but you keep the u. Kako, okay? Kako, kaku, kako. I'm thinking about writing. Now, if it's a gu, it's just like ku. It becomes go. So if it ends with a go, but go, okay? If it's a su, it becomes, if it's a su, it becomes so. So it'll be so, okay? If it's a tu, if it ends with a tu, it's going to become to. This is kind of a weird change. It'll become to, and then it'll be to. And I use this here, matsu. As you can see, matsu ends with a tu. Okay, matsu ends with a tu. Matsu. And what's going to happen? It's going to turn to a to. Mato. Mato. Okay? So this is from wait. Matsu. Mato. If it's a nu, it's going to turn into a no. And it's going to be no. No. If it's a boo, then if it's a boo, it's going to become bo. So bo. Now taberu. Now those verbs ending with a ru, like taberu. This is what's going to happen. Taberu becomes tabeyo. So essentially, the ru becomes a yo. Just drop a ru off and add yo. So taberu, tabeyo. Miru, again, becomes miyo. Miru becomes miyo. Because it ends with ru, we dropped it off and add yo. So miyo. Taberu, tabeyo. Miru, miyo. Alright? And su. Did we? Okay, yeah, this is tricky. Let's see. Okay, this is irregular. This here, because I remember telling you guys that su is so, becomes su, and then so becomes so, and then it will be so. But this su here, I should have put suru. It's for suru, to do. All right, it's for suru. So this suru, we already know that suru is an irregular verb in Japanese. So suru becomes shiyo, not suyo, but shiyo. I wrote shiyo there. My mistake. I should have written suru. Okay, shiyo. Thinking you're gonna do something. So that's how you do that. That's how you form the construction with that yo. So it's not always yo. It depends on what verb you use. Okay, and I made some examples in this. I'm going to read them and just to show you guys how to use them. All right. And before I do that, I should tell you, like, even if you before you add the tomoimas like that, like I'm thinking, like this is like I think already tomoimas, but like I told you, when you add yo here, it's like I think about, like I'm doing something. I think about doing this, think about doing that. If you drop off the tomoimas and just have yo, like let's say what example? I use warao, okay? Oh no, I'll use iku. Let's take iku here, and it ends with a ku. What was our rule? We said if it ends with a ku, it's going to turn into a ko, right? See, it's going to turn to a ko. So what's going to happen here is it's going to be iko, like that. See, it'll be iko, and then of course you have to add the u. Iko. Okay, so what I want to tell you is, if you don't add the tomoimas after that, it has another meaning. Like if I say iko, that means let's go. And I think that's informal too. If I say iko, tabeyo. I say tabeyo. Right here, I say tabeyo. Right here, tabeyo. Tabeyo, that means let's eat. Miru, miyo, that means let's see it or let's watch it. So without that to omoimasu, that's what it's going to mean. It's like, let's do this, let's do that. Miyo, tabeyo, iko. All right. So for our example sentences here, let's see what my time's doing. Like, my battery's okay. I hope you guys can see these. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. All right. So these are the example sentences I have for you. Okay. So starting from the top, I use this one. Let me go over these real quick. Let's see here. All right. So you, I use you. You, that means to say. You, to say. And I wrote the kanji here. You. And we want to make it into this yo. So what did we say? What did we say before? We said that the u becomes o, right? We said the u becomes o. Let me put this up here. You guys can see at the same time before I read the sentences. Okay, so this you. So we said that the u becomes o. You see that? When you want to use that construction, first of all, you look at the ending u and you're going to turn it to an o before you add this u. So yo, I-O-U, yo. Okay, so that's for that construction. Okay, so this is to say. All right, you, and then we have the kanji here, and then we turned it into the yo. So if I just say yo, that means let's say it. Like, let's say it. But if I add the tomoima, like tomoteru, yo tomoteru, that means I'm thinking about saying it. I'm thinking about saying it. Okay? Let's see the next one, kaku. Kaku, we said it ends with ku. So it's ko, becomes ko. So kaku, kako, kako. Kako, to write. And if I say kako, let's write. And here's the kanji kaku, kako. Okay. Let's see the next one. The next one will be matsu, which is to wait. So as I told you before, this is a weird change. So matsu becomes mato. So you just this tsu, it becomes to. So to and add the u. So mato. Let's wait. Okay, mato. All right, so let's do the example sentences here. All right. Okay, I did something. All right. So starting from the top. All right. I hope you guys can see this. I'm not going to have a script this time, so I hope you can see these letters here. Okay, I'll read slow. So tokoro de 2月の後で大会が始めるから友達とたくさんの練習をしようと思っているんだ。ところで2月の後で大会が始めるから友達とたくさんの練習をしようと思っているんだ。All right. So what do we have here? We have Okay, so tokoro de, that's by the way. Tokoro de, by the way. 2月の後で. So 2月の後で, that means 2 months later, or in 2 months. I was going to put within 2 months, but this is okay. After 2 months, 2月の後で大会. Taikai means a tournament. Taikai is tournament. So 大会が始めるから. So the tournament is going to begin, or because the tournament is going to begin. Hajimeru here. Hajimeru, that means to begin or start. So hajimeru. So taikai ga hajimeru kara. Tomodachi to. This tomodachi means friend. So tomodachi to takusan. Takusan is a lot. So takusan no renshu. So takusan a lot. So takusan no renshu, that means a lot of practice. O shiyou to omotte iru nda. So I am thinking about practicing a lot with my friends. So renshu shiyou to omotte iru nda. Renshu o shiyou to omotte iru. That means I'm thinking about practicing. So as you can see, renshu came from renshu suru. Okay, the regular, the infinitive, we would call it. Oh, the infinitive form of that, renshu suru. And remember, I told you that any verb ending with the suru, you have to this is irregular, so it's going to become shio. So that's what happened with renshu suru. It became renshu o shio to omotte iru nda. Okay, so I'm thinking about practicing. All right. So I'll read it again. So tokoro, airplane again. Oh, my battery. That's not good. My battery is hopefully my if this cuts off, just let you guys know. If my camera cuts off, I'm gonna make a second part. Continue it because my battery is running low. So, tokoro de 2月の後で大会が始めるから友達とたくさんの練習をしようと思っているんだ。So by the way, after 2 months, the tournament is going to begin. So, or because the tournament is going to begin, 友達とたくさんの練習をしようと思っているんだ。I'm thinking about practicing a lot with my friends. Okay? So the next one we have, let's see. Okay, so we have 日本語を習うのは楽しいのなので、論文の方は2の月にして日本語を勉強し続けようと思っているんだ。日本語を習うのは楽しいのなので、論文の方は2の月にして日本語を勉強し続けようと思っているんだ。Alright? Now, first of all, translate. So, 日本語を習うのは So, to learn Japanese, 楽しいのなので When you say 楽しいのなので it means like it is so fun. So, 楽しい This is a special construction you could use. Alright? So, 楽しいのなので is so fun. So, it is so fun. It is so fun to learn Japanese that, like, it is so fun to do this that something's going to happen. So, something's about to happen. So, 日本語を習うのは楽しいのなので、it is so fun to learn Japanese that 論文の方は論文 that means it means a thesis. This is 論文 that means thesis. So 論文の方は So as far as my thesis in that, as far as that thesis, 論文の方は2の月にして this is an idiom. I figured that, let's have some fun, throw some idioms in there. 2の月にして So this is the plain form of this. It will be 2の月にする。2の月にする. So the して is just it changed because it's acting like a conjunction here. So it will be する. So 2の月にして日本語を勉強し続けようと思っているんだ. So as far as my thesis, 2の月にして I'm going to put it off. So when you say 2の月にする, that means you, instead of doing this, you're going to do something else. You putting something off. Like, so 論文の方は, as far as my as far as my thesis, I'm going to put it off. Okay, I'm going to put off my thesis and 日本語を勉強し続けようと思っている. So I'm putting off my thesis and I'm thinking about continuing studying Japanese. So 日本語を勉強し続ける. Now, when you say 勉強し続ける, that means to continue studying. So 勉強する is to study, and 続ける, it means to continue. So what happened is, this is called masuke. It's called masu form in Japanese. When you break off the masu and you add tsuzukeru, or they have certain words that fall into this category. We just call them masuke. That you take bank, for example, we use benkyo shimasu. You see benkyo shi, originally is benkyo shimasu, right? So we cut off the masu and we add tsuzukeru. So this is the kanji for continue. Tsuzukeru. So benkyo shi tsuzukeyo. Now it's yo. Why? Because the tsuzukeru, you drop off the ru. Like I told you here, you drop off the ru. Remember this? We had these verbs in ru. So taberu, miru. So tabeyo. We drop off the ru and add yo, tabeyo. So that's what happened. That's what happened up here with tsuzukeru. Tsuzukeru, we dropped off the ru and added yo. So tsuzukeyo. So tsuzukeyo. This is where tsuzukeru was before. It used to be here. It used to be here, but we dropped it off. So benkyou shi tsuzukeyo to omotteru nda. So I'm thinking about continuing studying Japanese. Okay? Alright, so 日本語を習うのは楽しいのなので、論文の方は2の月にして日本語を勉強し続けようと思っているんだ. So, it is so fun to learn Japanese that, as far as my thesis is concerned, I'm going to put it off. I'm putting off my thesis, and I'm thinking about continuing to study Japanese. Of course, this probably won't happen in real life. I mean, maybe it did happen, but I just use it as an example. Thought it would be fun. So, lonbun, that kanji, that lonbun, that means thesis. Lonbun, and it's quite interesting because it's the same. They use that in Chinese too. Okay. So, 日本語を勉強し続けるよう、勉強し続けようと思っているんだ. So, that's that. Alright, and like I said, this is an idiomatic expression. It's ni no tsuki ni suru. So, you probably know this. This means next. Tsugi. So, ni no tsuki ni suru. Ni no tsuki shite. Ni no tsuki ni shite. You put something off to do something else. That's what that means. Okay, next one. この言葉を習ったばっかりで発音をOkay. この言葉を習ったばっかりで発音をするのは難しいのなので、難しいのなので何でも言おうと思っているんだ. この言葉を習ったばっかりで発音をするのは難しいのなので何でも言おうと思っているんだ. Okay, so この言葉. So この言葉, that means this word, or like vocabulary, this word. So この言葉を習ったばっかりで. So I just learned this word, and so 習った, you past tense, plain past, 習ったばっかりで. So when you add ばっかり after た, plain past, it means that something just happened. So 習ったばっかりで, I just learned it, and で発音をするのは, so 発音, that means pronounce, like to pronounce. So 発音をするのは to pronounce it. 難しいのなので, again, the special construction we had before, it is so difficult that 何でも言おうと思っているんだ. So it is so difficult that Nandemo, when you say nandemo, that means like many times, or like how can I say? Um, yeah, it's like many times. You're gonna do it something many times. So nandemo iyo tomoteru. So you, remember we had you to say. So it's yo. We change it to yo tomo. That means you're thinking about saying it. So nandemo yo tomoterunda. I'm thinking about saying it many times. Nandemo yo tomoterunda. Okay. So I hope you guys are getting the. You see. I hope you guys are getting the concept of what's going on here. All right. So again, we have no nande, no nande. Nandemo yo tomoterunda. I'm thinking about saying it many times. Okay. All right. Let's see the next one. Yube kusaru toyu kanji o lenshu shiteiru uchi ni wa iroiro na mondai ga atta node futatabi. Oh, did I? Oh, I'm missing a stroke on that kanji, I think. Okay. Futatabi kako tomoterunda. Okay, my kaku looks weird for some reason. Let me know if I wrote this weird. Okay, so yube kusaru toyu kanji o lenshu shiteiru uchi ni wa iroiro na mondai ga atta node futatabi kako tomoterunda. Okay, so translation. Last night, okay, so you bet last night, and I remember in my last video, well, not the last video, but one of my Japanese videos, I made like this reading. Those you bet, it means last night, but it's like you can say kino yoru. That also means last night, but when you say you bet, that is a formal way of saying it. Okay, so yeah, you bet is a formal way of saying last night. So yube kusaru toyu kanji. So last night, I'm gonna just give you the literal translation first. So yube kusaru. So last night, kusaru toyu kanji, a kanji called kusaru. Okay. O lenshu shiteiru uchi ni wa, while I was practicing. And I had this in one of my Japanese readings before. Lenshu shiteiru uchi ni wa, that means like you're in the process of doing something. But in this case, it was happening in the past, which was last night. So, last night when I was practicing this kanji called kusaru, okay, yube kusaru toyu kanji o lenshu shiteiru uchi ni wa. So last night while I was practicing this kanji called kusaru, iroiro na mondai ga atta node. I had all kinds of problems. So, or therefore, I had all kinds of problems. So, futatabi, again, futatabi kako tomoterunda. So, this kaku again, it means to write. And what happened? We said that the ku becomes ko. So now it's kako. So, kako tomoterunda. So, I had all kinds of problems. So, again, I'm thinking about writing it. This kusaru kanji here, kusaru. I'm thinking about writing again because last night while I was practicing, I had all kinds of problems. All right, almost finished here. Hopefully my camera won't die. All right, so kusaru. Now, kusaru, just to let you know, this kusaru character, it means to spoil, something that's spoiled. And it's from this actually is from, it's a different pronunciation, but it's from tofu, like the food tofu, the fu of tofu, tofu no fu, the tofu. Okay, but kusaru means something that spoils, like will spoil. All right, so we didn't have anything special like as far as construction. Except for this kako tomoterunda. So I'm thinking about writing. Futatabi, I think we had that before. So atta node. Okay. All right. Last one. Tomodachi ga mada kaimono o shite ite, boku no uchi ni donna fuu ni kaeru ka shiranai kara. 買い物をし終わるまでにここで待とうと思っているんだ。友達がまだ買い物をしていて、僕の家にどんな風に帰るか知らないから買い物をし終わるまでにここで待とうと思っているんだ。So, 友達が my friend, okay, so my friend is still shopping. And 僕の家にどんな風に帰るか知らないから he's still shopping and doesn't know how to return back to my house. So, 買い物をし終わるまでに so up until he's finished shopping ここで待とうと思っているんだ。I'm thinking about waiting here up until he's finished shopping because he doesn't know how to return back to my house. Okay, he doesn't know how to get back to my house. So, matsu is to wait. Okay, we had that here, matsu. And as we said before, to, if it ends with to, it becomes to. So, here it would be mato, mato, mato. So, mato to omotte iruんだ。友達がまだ買い物をしていて、僕の家にどんな風に帰るか知らないから買い物をし終わるまでにここで待とうと思っているんだ。Alright? So yeah, that's what you do. You just have to just remember it depends on which verb you use with that construction, okay? It all depends. So just follow this chart here, practice that a little bit until you start getting used to it. But that's what you have to do. You have to, if you have oo, it become o, ku becomes ko. So you can't just use, that's when you, like in that book here, they had it written before they started getting into the explanations and whatnot, they had a yo tomoimasu, and they called it volitional form, I believe. Yeah, they called it volitional form. All right. So that's, yo tomo, and they have it in parentheses, as you can see. They have the yo, they have this yo in parentheses right here. They have it in parentheses because they're telling you that it's going to change. Like it's not always going to be yo. Some of the verbs use this yo. Okay, but as I showed you there, that's what happens. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, this was a video response and it's good. I like this. Keep asking me questions like this so I can make a video because it helps others too. And I'm going to, it's almost time for the next series for Chinese and Japanese. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to use those volitional forms so you guys can get used to them. Okay? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have some other video responses. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do them today. I'm going to make a video response for someone sent me a message about Chinese particles and stuff. So I'm going to talk about those. And as far as my Japanese series and Chinese series videos, I may be able to do them this weekend. I will try. But yeah, that's going to conclude this video. And thanks for viewing. And if some weird stuff here, as usual, if you guys see something weird, let me know. Because for some reason, I felt that, I don't know, this should be okay. It should be okay. Just let me know if it's something weird. Post in the comment area, and so everybody can see, we all learn. So that's it for this video, and thanks for viewing. I will talk to you guys soon.